So I came upstairs to do something completely different from what I'm doing right now, but this is what I'm doing. I'm just sorting out Pokemon cards because I saw them all over the place and I'm not sure how valuable they are. I know there are some of values, you know, the boys play with them actually and the babies got hands on them, so that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up cards right now. So I saw a few bended, but that was your life, future me. That was your life when you had two toddlers. They can be nice, they can be playful, but they can also be very naughty, and you have to be careful when it gets quiet. Where are they and what they're doing? I noticed some of the cards have this really cute cover. Maybe they're the precious ones they have, I don't know, but I need my two hands, so I'm just gonna do this. It's interesting how when you have intentions to do something around the house that is completely different chore, you find yourself doing like, wait, I didn't come for this, but I'll do this anyways because I want to save the cards of the boys so they don't get frustrated. That's a lot of cards. We have what was the word? We have accumulated throughout the years. I mean, my eldest will be 12 soon, so yeah, it's a lot of cards. But I mean, it's not enough to build a house, like that's the saying, but there are a lot of cards. And by the way, there's still war in Ukraine, just so you know. Like, I don't really have times to make videos anymore, but when I have, I forget to mention there's still war in Ukraine. It's very real. Millions have fled the country, and I saw this really moving picture on the internet of those trains coming from those trains coming from Ukraine, full of people, families, like lots of people in Germany, and they have a picture of those German people at the station waiting for them, saying with signs. Some person says, I have one room for 3 people. Another person says, I have room for a family. And it was just really moving for me too. Those German people, they're so great. Like, in the past, they were, you know, because of Hitler, you know, people, they always called them the Nazis, whatever. But you know what? When the thing happened in Syria and people started in Afghanistan, people started fleeing towards Europe, the Germans were taking a lot of them. And now the world is like, I don't know. I saw caricatures of politicians, and like, that's what it is, politicians. The normal people, I hats down to them. The normal people are the ones who say, I have room for 3, come to my house, or I have family room, or I have family for 2, and they just accommodate people right away, give them shelter, warm meal, whatnot. I'm just impressed of how people handle the situation, and then the Germans and this and Germans and that, and the Americans and this Americans and that. You know what? People are people, and stop with like, you're part of us, so you cannot be part of NATO and blah blah blah. Just start treating and seeing people as people, and let them be in the way they want to be. Why stupid politicians have to make everything hard for everybody, and the whole world economy is collapsing, and Russians with their gas. Like, I'm not saying that Russians are bad. There are so many good people in Russia. I have so many good friends that are Russian, and I just feel bad for the Russian people who also have to flee their country for fear of Third World War, and they don't want to be there. I get it. It's just, and in the midst of all that, I'm playing Pokemon cards. And yeah, Things are escalating and I don't really know what to make out of it. Babies, no games. Don't touch the boys' games. Kai, come here. He's there. I know what he's doing. Because the boys did their switch on their desk, so my heart aches for those who had to flee their country. Yesterday, I was looking at a little bit of news, the BBC news, and they were showing some journalist was at a station or whatever, and or hotel, like people are being put in hotels temporarily, and guy, and there's they show this this kid, very weak, like one eye is closing, the other one is just very weak kid that had to have some kind of treatment that is weak because it doesn't receive the medication, or I didn't really quite understand, because to be honest with you, it was loud in the house and it was just like, anyways, I was like in the middle of doing the dinner too, but they were showing this young mom. She was so beautiful, blue-eyed mom with glasses, and she was explaining how her kid had treatment for, I don't know if it was for cancer or not, because the kid was with without hair and with like maybe some kind of treatment for the brain, or I don't know what it was, but and she explained that they were doing treatment, but it was not finished yet. And so they had to flee. Another lady just gave birth the day before they started bombing them and stuff, and so they had to flee. And so it was just horrible to watch. It was horrible to watch. I couldn't handle it. So I just stopped the TV. I stopped it and I was like, I can't handle this. I cannot handle it, because they're moms with little children, and those are the ones we prayed and fasted for here the most, because you know, the men had to stay behind and fight. And the moms and the kids had to flee. They're in need of diapers, medical care. Stupid people, stupid politicians, seriously. Anyways. Done with the Pokemon cards. Hope nobody can have access to them again. All right, it's a nice weather, not warm, but it's nice, not hot but pleasant. The wind is cold, but I might take the twins out around the garden, because when they're in the house they just make a mess with everything and anything. But just remember, you have to also type your talk and send it so it can be translated by March 20th. When is your talk? Okay, it's been like 2+ years since you have a talk, but I think most people are in the same situation. It's like pandemic, now war. I wonder what's next. Anyways, okay, let's stay positive and pray for those who really need prayers and shelter and food and water. I'm grateful for all those European countries who shelter the people. Okay, I hear them playing with the Switch again. Bye.